Hello and welcome to Alexandra Creates. I'm Alexandra, and today we're going to make homemade beeswax food storage wraps. Now, if you're anything like me, you usually use plastic wrap, which you, of course, can get anywhere in your grocery store. And I'm kind of tired of using this. One, it's expensive, but it's not good for the environment. We throw this away and it goes into the landfills. So I've seen these beeswax food storage wraps before and I've used them, but to be honest, they're really expensive. You can buy maybe 3 sheets of them in a pack and they're about $30. And it's really not cost effective. So I thought I would make these myself. So what I did was I went on Amazon and I got just the few little items that I need. So what you'll need is, of course, some beeswax, some pine rosin, and we're going to measure this, and then we're just going to heat it up and melt it. And then we're going to add some jojoba oil. Okay, you're going to need some cotton fabric wraps. Now these I got on Amazon. They're 16 inches by 20, and I did go ahead and wash these just so there's no chemicals or anything in them. You'll need parchment paper, a nylon brush, pinking shears, and a scale. And then of course you'll need a pot for a water bath, and then a bowl to measure your items in. So let's go ahead and get started. So first we're going to go ahead and measure out. So I have my scale here. We'll zero that out. And we need 4 ounces of the beeswax. Okay, so we've got that. I'll zero that out. And then we need 2 ounces of the pine rosin. So basically this is a 2-to-1 recipe. And then I have a pot of water that I've started to heat up. So I have this already boiling, and then I'll just place this bowl over this, and then we'll heat this up. It'll take about 5 to 10 minutes. Keep this on low. So you just want your water kind of simmering like this. Keep it on low, and then we'll go ahead and melt this. Okay, so here we have the beeswax and the rosin that has been melted. Again, this will take quite a few minutes, so just be patient with it. I have my brush, and it's already a little stiff from my last batch. So I'm going to kind of soften that up, get that warmed up. And then I have my jojoba oil, and I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of this. Okay, and I'm going to leave this on low. So here my water's just, steaming a little bit. And I'm going to leave that on because this will set up as I'm using it. And I want to make quite a few of these cloths, just because the cleanup of this is a little tricky, just because this is beeswax. It's like a candle, right? So it's going to be kind of a hard cleanup, and I want to get all of these done so I have a bunch of these and I won't have to do this for a while. Or if I'm making these maybe for a Christmas present, birthday present, I'll have quite a few on these on hand that I can go ahead and use, and I don't have to worry about making this mess and cleaning it up afterwards. Okay, so another item that you will need that I did forget to mention in the beginning of the video is your iron, and you want that on the wool setting, no steam. Okay, so I have that warming up as well. So let's go ahead and get started with this mixture. Okay, so here I've laid down my parchment paper, and I really recommend, if you're going ahead and buying your items on Amazon, this parchment paper pack, it's 12 by 16 inches. They're nice and flat, and then I just store these on the side, just standing up, and I stick them into my little shelving unit. So they don't take up a lot of room, but if you buy parchment that is usually in the roll like this, you could do that, but this is much more expensive and it curls. So I just like to use these sheets. And plus, if you have an average size baking sheet that you use for your cookies and such, these are great. You just pull them out of this little box container and it goes right on your cookie sheet. So they're really convenient. So we have all these. I've kind of set this up to where it's gonna keep my cloth and my beeswax from getting onto the counter. So I'm gonna go ahead and start. Oops, I apologize, I hit the camera. I'm gonna go ahead and put this down. Okay, and just kind of smooth it out. I'm going to get another sheet just in case because I'm messy. Yeah, that's better. All right, so we're laying this out. Okay, and then I have my mixture. I'm going to wipe off the bottom because it's going to be wet from the steam. And I'm just going to start painting this on, and I'm starting at the corner. This is hot. Do not get this on you. Like I said, it's like candle wax, so it will burn you. And you want to make sure that's nice and thick, so it is going through the cloth and getting on the opposite side. And if you're unsure, you can take a peek. Okay, so see how you can tell the wet spots here and it's a little dry here. So I'm going to go over that again. And remember to keep your pot of water, your little bain marie or water bath, keep that on a low setting just so it's nice and hot for when you need to melt this again. You'll get quite a few sheets out of this mixture. The original recipe is 2 ounces of the beeswax to 1 ounce of the rosin, and I did double it. Just because, like I said, I want to get more of these done rather than a little batch. Okay, we're just about to the end here. All right, so you can tell in here how this is starting to set up. So I'm just going to put this back on my Bain Marie. All right, so then you're going to take a piece of the parchment paper. We're going to put this on top. And then this is where your iron comes in. So I have my iron here. Like I said, it's on wool setting. And you're just going to go over this. And you're going to feel that beeswax has set up. This is basically just warming it up so we can push out the excess. And also you will need something to scrape this. So a bench scraper if you have. I actually have a spatula that has a flat end that I'm going to use. I think I got it with some type of cooking item that I ordered. And I never really use it, but I thought it would be perfect for this. So if you have something like this, what you're going to basically do is push that excess beeswax to the ends. And you'll see it moving. And this is that little item I had, and it's kind of hard. And it has this little handle, so I thought I would try it. All right, so then I'm going to move on to this side. Same thing. And this is a large scrap. If you have obviously a smaller one that you wanted to start with, just to kind of get your bearings. So again, you're just melting that wax mixture. And we're going to push it out. All right, so then the big reveal. Now I can tell I have on some excess there because it's kind of clumpy. So before I take the rest of this off, I'm going to heat that up a little bit more. Basically, it's just a little excess of the wax there that I don't want on. Push that out. Okay. And just another little side note, I am wearing an apron because I don't want this beeswax to get on me. Okay. So then, of course, all this excess beeswax that we have, I will take this and put it back in the pot. So we have it for our next batch, and that's melting. So then when this cools, you're just going to peel it off this paper, this parchment. Okay, and then of course you're left with your wrap. Now, of course, we have these frayed edges here that we don't want, so that's what we want the pinking shears for. And just cut right through that fabric. And then, of course, it leaves that pretty edge. And then, of course, while I'm doing this, my wax is melting for the next batch. All right, and there we go. That's it. That's my wrap there. And then I like to store these. I will just fold this in half. I have my parchment paper here. I'll fold my parchment in half. And then I just store them in my drawer like this. And then I'll show you one that I already had ready for the video to show you. So here I have my bowl. It's filled with whatever that I need to keep covered. And this wrap I made previously, you'll just crunch these edges and the warmth of your hand will cover that bowl. Just like that. And then when you're ready to well, if you've used everything in your bowl and you're ready, you're done with this, I just take cool water, get a little soap, not like a Dawn or anything, just a non-abrasive type of soap, and I'll rub my hand over that to wash it and rinse it, and then I just lay it on top of my drying rack, and it's good to go for the next round. Go ahead and fold it, place it on top. Again, these would make great presents because, like I said, if you find these in the store, just out of curiosity, take a look at how expensive they are. They're just not cheap. And I think I bought probably everything here for about maybe $50, $50 or $60. And this came with 8 fabrics that I could make. And yeah, so give it a try. I think you'll like it. So thank you for sharing your time with me today. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that thumbs up, comment, and subscribe for future videos. That really helps me in YouTube land. I have the items and the recipe for this beeswax listed in the description below, and then I'll also have links that will take you over to the Amazon page where I did buy everything for this video. So thank you so much. Have a joyful day. Bye bye.